Good evening, lecturer and everyone. My name is Butkanike, and today I'm very happy to be here to present about the topic which is media and politics in United States. And related to this topic, I have 6 contents. That the first, I will talk about the media and politics. The second is the history of media and American politics. The third, role media play in politics. The fourth, how does the media affect politics? And the fifth, what are the media affect politics? And at the end, it was about the conclusion. So now let's move to the next slide, media and politics. Media and politics. Media or mass media is the plural form of mediums which, broadly speaking, subscribes any chance communication. This can include anything from printed paper or digital data and encompasses ad, news, education, content, and enormous other forms information. And media, it's kind of example like radio, television, newspaper, something like that. And about the politics is the activities associated with the governance of the country or other area, especially the debate or conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. And if we talk about the media and politics, it also concerns substantial issues in certain ways to change the impression of government agency, politicians, and politics. And now let's move to the history of the American politics. The relation between the media and American policy is traced back to the earlier days of American political history. The press played a significant role during the Revolutionary War by spreading the principal ideas of the revolution and action as a brighting agent for unity among the American colonies. The other form of media during the American Revolution was newsprint. By the 1760s, American newspaper began to concentrate more on domestic political developments and publish articles on the growing tensions between the British government and American colonies. Additionally, increased politics engagement results in shift among newspaper printers to abandon the idea of political neutrality and either support or reject the idea of colonial resistance to British rule. And by the early 20th century, the relationship between the principal and the media changed as a role of the federal government increased. The expanding functions of the federal government, it's the president to reply on direct appeal to the American people, inform them on the issue, and to galvanize support from resistant product by American people thought or the press of use to the tool for promote political activism, and it's also the chance to oppose his agenda of power of the economic eternal and returning the degree of power to the common man. And it's the best way to do so clearly by the media. And Yeah, media is kind of like important one, because without media they don't know the power of politics as the main parties or main power by the government or prime minister. And now let's move to the role media play in politics. Regarding to this, I have 7 role media play in politics. What role media play in politics? It's the regulation of broadcast media. And broadcasting media has been regulated since the 1920s to ensure balance and fair coverage, among which coverage of relevant local issues. And the second, organization and ownership of the media. The media consolidation has resulted in fewer companies owning more media sources, thereby increasing the concentrating of ownership. And examples of media mergers and their potential effect. It's in the United States, media concentrating has been in effect since the early 20th century, with major studios to do minimizing movie product. Before that, there was a previous in which Ellison monopolized in industry. And the fourth is about a nationalization of the news. While local news is still available, it is becoming increasingly nationalized, and local outlets being persuade larger nations and networks. And the next is agenda setting theory. That is, agenda setting is psychological process whereby the media continually covers the issue, so viewers think it's the top priority issues. And the next is mass communication. Mass communication plays an important role in our society. It's proposed to information the public and current and past events. Mass communication is defined in mass media, mass culture as the process whereby professional communicators use technological devices and share messages over great distance and influence large audience. And the last is the rise of adversarial journalism. It's the Gocha's journalism seeks to reveal wrongdoings of public officials through a variety of predicted medias. And the next is, how does the media affect politics? The media affect politics so many ways and a lot of stuff. And the media influence politics by helping and share public opinion. The United States has democratic government, meaning that the people vote or elect leaders and change law based on the majority. And media can also influence politics by deciding the news public need to hear. After there are more potential news story available to the media than time or space to devote to them. So the media choose the story that are the most important and most sensational for the publics to hear. It's kind of a little bit scary if it show that the bad. So it's very important that we have to know which is right or wrong information or from the media. And now we move to the what are the media affect politics. With this, it's about the corporate ownership, reviews of the author, review the audience, plagiarism, religions, affiliations, the people's belief of the media. So it's many affect kind of corporate ownership. It's also can affect to the politics, and what the people believe also affect to the politics by the good news or bad news. And at the end, I want to sum up and conclude the topic, that is media and politics in United States. The media may introduce some systematic basis. Sometimes it's forcing politicians to work on the wrong issues or problem, reducing, pandering to voters' incorrect belief. But the role is predominantly positive thought, improve political accountability. This is the view taken by most economists researching the effects of mass media, including that a media base. In the view, media mirror through propaganda and by exploiting cognitive mistakes that voters make. The key theories are those who the media agenda setting, principle and framing explained before, and the fear is that the media can manipulate voters to act against their own interests. So that's why it's very important that we should find the media that is the right one, from the media that we can trust. And about the politics, it's also against with mass media. So when someone have power, they can manage the media to what the audience they will order, what audience should have a look or reason. So it starts from us that we should find the true media by our critical thinking, to make the to analyze the right and wrong, good or bad, by medias and politics. And that's it from my presentation. And I have 5 reference that it go through this topic. And at the end, thank you, lecturer and everyone.